Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nia Mariani.
Hello, my name is Reza Fahlevi.
Hello, my name is Julius Korea.
My name is Rania Priyanti.
My name is Vivia Dineswar.
Interpreting is an activity that consists of establishing oral or manual communication between two or more speakers who are not speaking or who are not signing in same language.
Decoding is the process of turning communication into code. Decoding is the process through which the receiver interprets the message and translates it into meaningful information. It might be remembered that decoding is affected by the receiver's past experience, personal assessment of the symbol and gesture, expectation, and mutuality of meaning with the sender. So, the decoding procedure in interpreting skill is the conversion of data that has been transmitted by source to information that can be understood by audience. So this is a process of interpreting and translating information that is stored closely in the incomprehensible form. The decoding procedure was intended for regulators who relate or not, where the interpreter uses a code so they can translate the target of their language.
The second procedure we use is recording procedure. Instead using of decoding procedure, the interpreter also can use recording procedure because the interpreter can use their long-term memory to help in the making of a record. May need to be underlined. The interpreter must have a strong memory. Well, in the video that we interpret right, we use this procedure.
Decoding skill is ability to apply your knowledge of the letter-sound relationship, including knowledge of the letter patterns, to correctly pronounce written words. Decoding skill is the interpreter skill in the dialect. It means when the interpreter wants to translate that he must understand the spoken from the target language. The interpreter can understand the target language from their expression or stress that speaker given to the audience when he says.
Recording skills. This skills is helpful because the interpreter must have a strong memory, being able to visualize, memorize, or work with pictures.
The third method is note-taking skill. It is a way to put some writing that really important on the paper. Note-taking skill is really helpful for the interpreter when they interpreting language, because if they forget about the conversation, they could look back to the note that they have written.
Thank you, Arena, for such a generous introduction.
Terima
And
kasih
on
semua
behalf of the entire
untuk
HeFShe
yang sudah
team, I also
berada
want to thank
di
UNESCO
sini
for all of
untuk
its
momen
support.
penting ini.
It's meant a lot to
Orang
us.
ini dari seluruh dunia
Thank you all for
telah
being here for
memutuskan
this
untuk
important moment.
menjadikan kesetaraan gender
These
sebagai
men from all over the world have
prioritas dalam
decided to
hidup
make
mereka
gender
dan
equality
di
a priority in
universitas
their
mereka.
lives and in their
Terima kasih
universities.
telah membuat
Thank you for
komitmen.
making this commitment. I graduated from
Saya
university
lulus
4 years
dari
ago.
universitas
I had always
4 tahun
dreamed of
lalu.
going.
Saya
And I
selalu
know how
bermimpi
fortunate I
untuk
am to
pergi
have had
dan
the
saya tahu
opportunity to do so.
betapa beruntungnya saya
Brown
memiliki
became my
kesempatan
home,
untuk
my
melakukannya.
community, and I took the ideas and the
University
experiences I
menjadi
had
rumah
there
saya,
into all of my
komunitas
social
saya, dan
interactions,
saya mengambil
into my
ide dan
workplace,
pengalaman yang saya
into my
miliki di sana
politics, into all
ke
aspects of my
dalam
life.
semua interaksi sosial saya,
I know
ke
that my
tempat kerja
university
saya, ke
experience
dalam politik
shaped who I
saya,
am.
ke dalam
And of course,
semua
it
aspek
does for many
kehidupan
people.
saya. Saya tahu
But what if our
bahwa
experience at
pengalaman
university shows us that
universitas saya
women don't
membentuk
belong in
siapa saya,
leadership?
dan tentu saja
What if
itu
it shows us
berlaku
that
bagi banyak
yes,
orang.
women can study, but they shouldn't
Tetapi
lead a
bagaimana
seminar?
jika pengalaman kami di
What
universitas
if,
menunjukkan
as
kepada
still in
kami
many
bahwa
places
wanita
around the
tidak
world,
termasuk
it tells us that women
kepemimpinan?
don't belong there at all?
Bagaimana jika itu
What if,
menunjukkan
as is the
kepada
case
kita
in far
bahwa
too many
ya
universities,
wanita
we
bisa
are given the
belajar
message
tetapi mereka
that
tidak
sexual
boleh memimpin
violence
seminar?
isn't actually a form of
Bagaimana
violence?
jika seperti yang masih terjadi di
But
banyak tempat
we know
di dunia,
that if
hal
you
itu
change
memberitahu
students'
kita bahwa
experiences
wanita
so they have
sama
different
sekali
expectations of the world
pantas
around
berada
them,
di sana.
expectations
Bagaimana jika
of equality,
seperti yang terjadi di banyak
society will
universitas,
change.
kita diberi pesan bahwa
As we
kekerasan
leave
seksual
home for the
sebenarnya
first
bukan
time to
bentuk
study at the
kekerasan.
places that we have worked
Tapi
so
kita tahu
hard to
bahwa
get,
jika Anda
we
mengubah
mustn't see
pengalaman
or
siswa
experience
sehingga
double
mereka
standards.
memiliki harapan yang berbeda
We
dari
need to see
dunia di
equal
sekitar mereka,
respect,
harapan
leadership,
kesetaraan,
and
masyarakat
pay.
akan berubah. Ketika kita meninggalkan
The
rumah,
university
untuk
experience
pertama
must
kalinya,
tell women that their
untuk
brain power is
belajar di
valued,
tempat-tempat yang telah
and not
kita
just
dapatkan
that,
dengan susah payah,
but that they belong
kita
within
tidak
the
boleh
leadership
melihat dan
of the
mengalami standar
university
ganda.
itself.
Kita perlu melihat
And
rasa
so
hormat,
importantly
kepemimpinan,
right
dan
now,
bayaran yang setara.
the experience must make it clear
Pengalaman
that the
universitas harus
safety
memberitahu
of women,
wanita bahwa
minorities,
kekuatan otak
and
mereka tidak
anyone who
dihargai,
may be
dan
vulnerable
bukan hanya itu,
is a right,
tetapi bahwa
not a
mereka
privilege.
termasuk di antara
a
kepemimpinan
right that will be
universitas itu
respected
sendiri.
by a community that
Dan yang
believes
terpenting
and
saat ini
supports
pengalaman harus
survivors,
memperjelas bahwa
and that
keselamatan
recognizes
perempuan,
that when one person's
minoritas,
safety
dan
is
siapapun
violated,
yang mungkin rentan
everyone
adalah hak
feels
dan
their
bukan
own
hak
safety
istimewa.
is violated.
Sebuah hak yang akan dihormati oleh komunitas yang percaya dan
A
mendukung para
university
penyintas,
should
dan
be a
itu
place
mengakui
of
bahwa
refuge
ketika keselamatan satu
that
orang
takes
dilanggar,
action against all
semua orang merasa
forms
bahwa
of
keselamatan
violence.
mereka sendiri dilanggar. Sebuah
That's
universitas
why
harus
we
menjadi tempat
believe
perlindungan
that
yang mengambil
students should leave
tindakan
university
terhadap segala
believing
bentuk
in,
kekerasan.
striving for, and expecting
Itulah
societies
mengapa kami percaya
of
bahwa
true equality.
mahasiswa harus meninggalkan universitas
Societies
dengan
of true equality
percaya,
in every sense,
berjuang,
and
dan
that
mengharapkan
universities have
masyarakat
the power
kesetaraan
to
sejati,
be a vital catalyst
masyarakat dengan
for
kesetaraan
that
sejati
change.
dalam segala hal, dan
Our 10
universitas
impact
memiliki
champions
kekuatan untuk
have
menjadi
made this
katalis
commitment,
penting
and with their
untuk
work,
perubahan itu.
we know they will inspire
Kami
students and
ada
other
10
universities and
dampak
schools
juara
across
telah
the
membuat
world
komitmen
to
ini,
do
dan dengan
better.
pekerja mereka kita
I'm
tahu
delighted
mereka
to
akan
introduce
menginspirasi
this report
siswa dan
and
universitas
progress,
dan sekolah
and I'm eager to
lainnya
hear
di seluruh
what's
dunia
next.
untuk melakukan
Thank
lebih
you so
baik.
much.
Saya senang untuk memperkenalkan laporan ini dan firstly, why we use taking note skills. Notes improve concentration, prevent distractions, thus facilitating the reception and analysis of the speech. And then secondly, notes help the interpreter relieve the memory. And then thirdly, as a mnemonic, notes activate the memory of the interpreter with cues or signal that call up the information in the speech. With notes, the main ideas, the secondary elements, and the link among them become clear and easier for the interpreter to visualize. And finally, notes can also be used to highlight missing details, inconsistencies within the speech, and anything implausible that needs attention later. Thus, now plays an important part in consecutive interpreting. For the process of the interpreting video Emma Watson's speech at UN 2016, there are 3 procedures. which is decoding procedure, and then note-taking procedure and recording procedure. Decoding procedure of imperceptible case in point during the interpreting process. The information is stored in Emma Watson video speech and taken out means of information from both linguistic and non-linguistic codes where the speech is natural. In addition, the recording procedure refers to the interpreter's memory, the stage, and a key role that produce how much the interpreter can get from sources, speech, and use note-taking, which seem to be more important in consecutive interpretation. And recording, it must be based on